Struggling with Propfirms? Let's go. Hey guys, you've probably seen the title of the video already. Passing phase 1 literally within about 2 days. Now obviously, you know, we did achieve more than I was trading the personal account as well. With with Fivers it's an 8% profit target. We managed to hit 12%. Now I was trading this alongside the personal account, so this was posted into my Discord community. We're up to about 1300 members. You know, link in the video description if you do want to join. But yeah, posted here in the funded certificate section, where if you click on here, you can basically see everyone, you know, students, success, me passing. This just goes on and on and on. But yeah, if I show you the one for what I did today, 12% gained, and I only need the 10 point, because I always show these videos where I'm passing these Propfirm challenges, and the aim or name of the game is start small, get your payouts, purchase those bigger accounts. Don't purchase big accounts straight away, especially if you don't even have an edge. So basically the target was 8%, obviously like typical industry standard. We managed to get 12%. Didn't realize, so I just continued trading. And yeah, so 12%, well, 12.5% gained, and yeah, just shows the absolute the edge speaks for itself, to say the least. Now, oh, by the way, just want to mention as well, if you are looking for one-to-one mentorship, you've been trading for a long time, you feel frustrated, lost, and you don't have a clue, and you want to get because I do offer one-to-one mentorship. I don't work with everyone. Do message me when you join the community. Message me directly one-to-one, and I will ask you about simple questions, and then, you know, if I think we're a good fit, then we will crack on with it. But yeah, or if you don't want to do that, link will be in the video description again. You know, probably the most affordable course on the internet. Again, not a PDF file version where you just get the downloads and you're on your way. You'll have an account created, email address, everything, and whenever I make updated videos, you know, refining the strategy, any potential updates, wherever, even if it goes to like 50 videos, 100 videos, 1000 videos, wherever, you know, it's there with you forever. We'll be changing this price in the near future. So I did say before I won't be, but I mean, at the end of the day, you know, you get what you pay for. If right now we're up to about 8-9 videos, I will be adding about 5 more. But if we get up to like 50 videos, then obviously this will not stay the same. So get it while it still is. So let's crack on with the video now. So I mean, obviously I traded NASDAQ to pass the phase 1. Now we're going to be using gold for the examples. You can already see how many potential opportunities there were in a span of 19 days. Now there are a few more winners in here, there are a few more losses. This number 10 here that you can see here is going to be basically the 10. We're going to say like these are just, we're going to give the market the benefit of the doubt and call these losses, right? So let's just say I'm starting with, you know, 10% drawdown. I don't want anyone saying, oh well, you know, yeah, you only put your wins, you know, what about the losses? So what I'll do, actually, let's change this to 20. So let's just say we hit, you know, we're in 20% drawdown. If I'm targeting simple 1 to 6s, which I normally do, 1 to 5s, you know, typical, this is irrelevant, right? 4 wins will wipe this off, especially if you start trailing the stop losses. So I want to go over, you know, how to simplify trading, how to increase the probabilities just from the get-go, because a lot of people, they misunderstand. I already marked out the zones, but they misunderstand what I think is number one, edge. They think they have an edge, but in reality they don't. The way I look at edge is, if I was in drawdown, my edge, the moment I decide to switch it on, it should be able to turn me profitable straight away. Not straight away, but like start working straight away. Start improving my P&L straight away. What I mean by that is, let me simplify this even more, go into a bit more deeper detail. If I decide to lose on purpose, right, go on a losing streak on purpose, you know, still, even a losing streak, you know, I can still maybe win, because trades are 50-50 anyway, depending on what your probabilities on A plus setups, B plus setups. Just the way you can take an A plus setup and lose, you might take a trade you want to lose on purpose, and you might actually win. So let's just say, you know, for example, say I'll lose 5-6 trades in a row on purpose. the moment I decide to turn on my edge, I should be able to turn profitable over the long run. So basically, I want to get things straight off the bat. How you can do this straight away. Increase your edge. Let's just say you're an absolute beginner, for example, or you're trading with a prop firm. If you're trading with, you know, with a trend, trust me when I say, even if you're a clueless headless chicken, trading with the trend alone, you increase, or with volume, whatever you want to call it, you're increasing your chances of success way more, right? Counter trend trading, that's not what I do. Like example here, right? I know I'm starting to make more videos of this, but you do not realize how important this is, especially if you're trading a simple strategy like the break and retest. This river is flowing down, right? Why on earth would I want to take buys? So let's just say over here, right? So I can already see, like, obviously this is for the more experienced traders, but you know, we are bullish over here. We are bullish over here. We are bearish down here, and let me grab in. Yeah, definitely bearish over here as well. And 100% we are bullish up here. And this is when it gets a bit more, you know, you need a bit more, require a little bit more experience, like for trades like these. But still, you can, if you capitalize on these, you know, the proper way, you're going to be making money, right? You're going to be especially passing prop from challenges. I'm at that stage now, and I've had these multiple conversations with some of the students where even 10% drawdown overall with prop firms seems like a lot. Not, let me repeat that, sorry. Not a bit, but it seems like a lot. I'm starting to now risk 1% per trade. If I even show you over here, someone asked me, did you risk 0.5% per trade to pass this account? No. This was a few hours ago, so it's like 6 p.m, almost 10 past 6 in the UK. This was around almost 2 hours ago. Someone asked me, I was like, no, I only risk 1%. Why? Because I don't need to risk 0.5% anymore. The edge is there. I'm trading, you know. Obviously, again, I want to also mention as well, this is not how I draw my zones. The break and retest that I show in the course to my students one-to-one mentorship, this is different. This is a break and retest. It is not the break and retest that I trade. So it has some kind of edge as well. I used to trade this, you know, a while ago, a few years ago. That's what I mean by a while ago. It does work, but you know, the edge that I'm using right now is way more better and powerful. So let's use some of these for example and go over why some of these are, you know, why you should have taken these for a buy. So obviously, let's pick some examples that will make more sense to even to a beginner. So obviously we've got, you know, market, you know, bullish here, right? Why is this bullish? First of all, what you want to pay attention is to the volume candles, right? Quite bullish, very bullish actually. But you know, I obviously can see the volume candles are going a little bit smaller and smaller, but you know, we are very bullish. If this was the opposite, when candles are going bigger and bigger and bigger, that's even better, right? That's when you have a better idea of holding positions for longer. If price is acting like this, you want to sometimes end maybe with a 1 to 3, 1 to 4 if you're targeting a 1 to 6. But if candles are super bullish like this, you can take that full 1 to 6 to expect even more. As you can see here, it does go further a little bit more, almost a 1 to 8, you know, and that's how you get those gains. Now, if once price starts, you know, shooting up towards here, we can already see price on the way down has started to shift. We're not making new lows. We started to make, you know, starting to push. Look at this. 1 minute. Let me mark this out so you have a better understanding. So this we got. 1 minute. Let's mark this one out. So you got this level here. Let me just clone this one and put it over here as well, and I'll change the color of these so you can see better. What should we do? Yeah, we'll color it blue. So we got these levels here, right? This is like a resistance formed. This is like this was the new lows. This one failed to create a new low. Price has broken the previous most present resistance, and then when it created another higher low, and you know, this low here failed to break this one. So we got to shift to the upside now. Not only that, we look at this, another resistance or a high, well, from this structure point, obviously it's not the major high. We're going to shift to the upside now. So now obviously we can see what price is trying to do, especially when this huge volume candle comes in. And then what does it do? It breaks this one as well. These candles break this one. Now at this stage, you know, some might be like, oh well, why didn't you take the buy from here? No, you want a confirmation of a trend as well, a confirmation of a shift. You don't want to just, oh yeah, I'm taking, you know, the market is very bearish, so as soon as it comes from, you know, breaks this one, you want to how can I say, let's just say these are like chains holding you down, pinning you down, and you want like 3-4 chains to be broken, and then you want to take a buy. Confirmation of a trend, or volume, like directional bias confirmation. So price was bullish over here as well, right? And then price starts coming down bearish, right? This was a, look at this, a level as well. But then price broke this, and then what does it start doing? Starts breaking this level, starts breaking this level, not this one, let me just refine this level. So actually I can also see this was also a sell for you as well. So from a sell, then we will wait a little bit, and then one for a buy, and this would have given you a nice 1-5 as well. And if you would have held it, would have give, first of all, I can already see the stop loss is way too big, a 1-8, but let's just keep it simple, 1-6, what I've done with this as well. But yeah, so what do you want to do? Let's go on a little bit of a playback, and what I'll do is let's go on a small time frame. We need some kind of a confirmation. So price has come up, look what it's done over here, right? Solidified that I want to stay above this zone, does tank a little bit further down. So it's like, oh no, what do I do? Simply the answer is you wait, right? If it comes pushing further down, no problem, you sit on your hands. But look what happens, price bullish candle forms, holding this zone, price comes back up. Now look at this, right? Look at this. You can't call this a fake out, I call it a breakout, and then price just sorts itself out. Got a bit of a consolidation here, but none of the candle bodies after that just close up below here, they stay above here. When could you have taken an entry? You can go to a small time frame as well. You know, now this entries, you want to stick to a certain candlestick pattern, don't start trying different, you know. You can have a long wick rejection over here, bullish candle. You can have a engulfing bullish candle over here, engulfing, right? You can have a bullish tweezer pattern over here. So you got bullish tweez, well, not the best one here, but you know, you get the idea, right? So you want to stick to one. You've also got a, look at this, a double bottom pattern over here, and I think it might be a also inverted head and shoulders. Let me, no, so anyways, it is kind of, but a very ugly looking head, inverted head and shoulder. I don't even want to draw it, but yeah, so you still, if you took the entry from this point, stops below here, and just one moment, just sort this out. And okay, you know, 4.5, no problem. And if you, even if you refine some of these, let's just say if some of these you're still getting not even a 1-6, again, you know, 1-4s, I'm not complaining. 1-5s, these are good numbers. If you have a 1-5 risk reward strategy, consistently hitting those numbers, I'll tell you what that means. You hit 2 trades winners and you lose 8 trades, you are still profitable by 2% if you're risking 1% per trade, which I think is crazy. And why? With these trades too, you know, if following the trend, you know, you're letting the trend do the heavy lifting for you already. And if you notice about these trades, they're hardly going to draw down. They're hardly going to draw down. Why? Because you're already going with a flowing strong current. Super helpful. Try it out, back test it, and if you're still struggling, you know, do yourself a favor, and super affordable, right? You can check it out, you know, and the consistent updates. If not, just message me one-to-one. You can join the Discord community as well. message me one-to-one, and we can take it from there and get your profitable journey started. Take care. Hope you found value from this video. If you did, hit that like, subscribe, comment, share. Take care. I'm out.